remember that they added Oracle to the Wrath of the Righteous uh, computer role-playing version of this.
Ooh.
Canon, yeah.
Cario is canon. Let's have a long-winded interview. No, we won't. Some chatting has been happening in the night, and now it is the morning, and some people are tired, and other people are not. Point is, you have a few more things to do before you can march on Citadel Drusen. Do you have the gumption it takes to not get gumptioned?
Well, we'll see.
Don't we need to liberate the bridge or stuff?
The bridge, and I think there was something about the watchtowers. And there's the God Beast.
Yes, there's a big angry boy that may or may not come after you.
That's right. Flying three-headed boy.
Marvelous. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. That's AP3. I need AP2. I need to really step up my game on preparing AP3 because you guys are moving at a high pace. All right, you want to do the Paradise Hill fight first because that's like the last battlefield.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
It's like the other one leads straight in. Going.
Unfortunately, I'm a dingle-dangle and did not open the AP books. I have the PDFs. Let me pull them up. There, I open it 3 times. That way I have leeway. Siege of Dresden. We're looking at the Paradise Hill. Let's see. Originally, it's a bunch of warehouses and storage silos, you were told. They were meant for the goods upriver, sort of the dock district. Fortified guild houses came along and eventually became quite a fortified position. Now, of rock and an army of shurs rules over it. Shur demons are mostly identifiable by their large horns, their diseased halberds, their ability to see through invisibility, protect themselves from good, and probably the funnest part of the most, that they're just very strong boys. And quite difficult to kill if you're unprepared. So, yes, they have a variety of resistances that will make them tougher for your average paladin to fight. Alright, kids. It's time to set up your final big fight. Let me just roll a couple of things out. Oh yeah, armies are somewhere else. Because apparently, armies aren't used in the next AP house ad. Alright, I got the army sheet open. Whenever you're ready, kids, you are provided with the information necessary to launch the attack.
Right.
Oh yeah, reduce your... Oh, did we already do that? Yeah, I think we already did that. Reducing your siege points by 1 because a day has passed. I think we already did that, so let's move on. Alright, this is what you know about how Shur armies work. They're just really strong. They are incredibly good shock troops. They're durable. They have a lot of hit points. They might actually be better than your guys. It's a situation where you don't want to hold back, but also don't want to get scattered. That said, with a little bit of trickiness, it might be possible to sap them. Let up a little trap with a covert ops, so to speak.
Covert ops?
Would you feel for sneaking into this smelly place and give your armies a bit of an edge? Or are you going to rely on the fact that you're capable and will do just fine?
Hell yeah, I like sneaking.
I mean, if we're outgunned, it's the best, strategy.
Oh, you can probably win. It's just that it will be a hard-fought victory.
Yeah. But I'd rather an hard fought.
Yeah, every edge in that in a war. Well,
all right,
nearly every edge.
So a fun thing about Shur demons is they're kind of dumb. They're not. It's not that they're like, but it's more like they're slower than the average person. They're not very wise either. They really let their bodies do the talking most of the time. Which might explain why Vrok is the one leading them. Vroks have brains. They're above average intelligence and can compensate for that. So, taking out their commander might be a fantastic way to make their army a little less organized and give you some advantage.
Yes. So an assassination mission.
It's a thing that is suggested. Another is to go deep into their turf. Since they are demons, they probably have like a place where they hang out a lot. Set something up there like a holy symbol so they all weaken up a bit, and you can attack after they've been exposed to... Essentially, you're planting a radiation bomb, like poison, but for demons. It's like you're burying a silver cross under their finest chairs.
Just a dirty bomb consisting of a
A clay
cross
bomb.
cross-shaped fragmentation grenade.
That said, the Shures will probably fall out of their defensive position to attack you in their arrogance, charging straight into you, so you don't have time to do both. You'll have to make a decision.
Well, if they're so charge happy, we can also instruct our men to equip the front lines with pikes. Just skewer the first ones who run at us.
Fair enough. Where did these guys get? Oh, that's what they got. They actually got powerful charge. Huh. Well, that would definitely be a method of doing things. That would still take some time to prepare. And would also take some resources. This is like a paladin army. They don't necessarily have the pikes and the training to handle setting up a proper spear wall.
Well, that's something you can do while we go on our mission.
Oi, Captain. Socio will take care of it. As he trains these men in the fine craft of, well, turning arrowheads into spearheads. Because you have cold iron spearheads and arrowheads and can make those into spears.
Tape like 20 of them together.
Well, it's basically any weapon that you can brace against a charge.
Yeah, but they mostly have like warhammers and swords, so they need to repurpose their arrowheads to get something that's like gonna bypass their resistances. Alright, well, there's a rock deep in enemy territory, and you have to slink your way over. Lucky for you, the army is like 100 or so Shures. It's like the triple digits somewhere. And they're kind of spread out over a large area. So it isn't too difficult to actually reach a position. How do you wish to approach this? Like, there are just normal people around here. And Shures cannot necessarily see that you are good holy paladins and stuff. So you might be able to bluff your way through.
I mean, I can bluff if I need to. I have some skill in that aspect.
Alright. You can also use stealth, perhaps climbing and acrobatics if you wish to take the rooftop approach. The Shures are, in fact, grounded and probably wouldn't notice anything going up above them.
I mean, I can fly, but I'm pretty sure my wings are...
Oh, if you straight up fly, they will notice you. That's very exposed.
Especially given that the wings are made of fire. So they're kind of bright. You might notice flaming angel flying the roof.
Well,
maybe.
Whoever wants to tell me what you're gonna do, tell me what you're gonna do. Oh.
Well, I'm not horrible at stealth.
I am.
I can't climb worth anything, so, you know.
Unfortunately, spells like invisibility won't help. Shures are notorious for their capacity to see straight through that stuff. They have permanency invisibility.
Well, my bluff is plus 11. So, top that with stealth, climb, acrobatics. Go with that. Not. Walking our way through might be the best option.
Yeah. So I could hold my tongue.
Try to avoid triggering their abysmal sense motive.
Yes, they are demons.
They have 5 wisdom. They're very unattentive. Easy to fool. Despite their capacity to see visibility.
Just remember, Fire, we're doing this so that we can get rid of them.
Yes, yes. I see. I see the pragmatic side of this.
Yes. I'm pretty sure Fire can appreciate that being surrounded by 100 sure demons is not a good way to go. By the way,
the glory of it.
By the way, Miss Oracle, since you're going after a Vrok are resistant to... Their damage resistance is against good. So, do you have a line weapon?
No.
Socio will provide you with a scroll of a line weapon. Cast at level 3.
Yeah, okay.
So you at the very least have something that can effectively hurt him. Since, you have a guy who likes to shoot arrows and a guy who likes to use weapons. You're provided with a scroll or two of that. And if you have any over, bring them back.
I mean, doesn't Toulon have the cool Fiend Splitter thing that we found?
Maybe.
Fiend Splitter is a bait weapon, but I'm not sure if that will help against damage reduction.
I mean, it does extra damage, but it doesn't necessarily bypass your good.
Yeah.
Well, it says alignment lawful good, but I guess that's spirit inside rather than the weapon itself.
That's the boy inside, yes.
Well, my weapon isn't technically holy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the weapon you're using, Radiance.
But it can imbue itself with a blast weapon, whatever that does.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Oh. Well, gosh. Aha. Well, excuse me for being a dingus.
Oh.
There's a couple of things I may have forgotten. Have you gotten an upgrade to Radiance when you did the chapel thing?
No, I don't think so.
You can increase its enhancement bonus by 1.
Oh, that's nice.
That should have happened back then. I forgot because it was in the sidebar and therefore looked over it when I was doing my checklist.
Speaking of sidebars, do we get a Radiance entry under coolest stuff?
A what?
A Radiance entry under items coolest stuff in the journal on Roll20.
I think I put Radiance in here, yes. No, I didn't. Well, I'm a dummy.
Yeah. It would be nice. Also, I think Karel gets to draw 2 mythic powers.
No, I didn't rest tonight, so I only got 1.
Okay.
Well, here's Radiance Raw. I need to go to the other book to figure that out. Well, point is, have you selected your approach yet?
Yeah, talking our way through.
Yes.
With bluff powers.
I'll go along with that, but hide so that you have less people to laugh for.
And I have fiery hair, so yeah, maybe that'll help.
Yeah, so with all that burning, you kinda do look like demons for impressionable demons. Like, we've all seen a Balor Lord.
Well, saw it briefly, then we plunged into the depths of the earth.
You begin sneaking your way in then. Wanna do it? Gonna do it?
Metal. Gonna do it.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
That means I get to promote the Vrock to the shared section. Actually, should have been there in the first place. There are more. You slink your way. Yes?
I was just looking at the Radiance's thing. The weapon has 2 daily user legendary power that recharges each day, but doesn't currently possess any legendary attributes, for it has yet to be wielded by a mythic paladin.
Yeah.
I have now.
I don't know what any of that means, and it hasn't told me what it means yet.
Ah, okay.
I'll look at Demon's Heresy and see if there's anything in there. Okay. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Well, you're going to like what's going to happen in the next one, then. All right then, kids.
See?
Slapping my hands together. You slink on in. You can roll me. Well, you can roll me some bluff as you try to finger guns your way through this one. After that, you can roll me some diplomacy to see if you can scrounge together where this rock might be hiding out. Rocks can fly, so you could be anywhere.
Giving winks, giving some finger guns. Making it look like I'm meant to be here.
Well, roll me some diplomacy as you gather information on where this rock may be. Well, heck. You find out that the rock is in one of the larger warehouses that... So, that big old thing over here, that's a warehouse, but it's also a guild building. It looks like a guard tower, but it's actually just some dude's old warehouse. The rock has built a nest up on top. As you step slowly your way up the stairs inside, you hear the screeching and barking of orders from a rock. He's right up there waiting for you to strike. Well, not that he's aware of you, but I'm waiting for you guys to tell me what you want to do now. Well, you're on a staircase in a small tower below the roof, able to peek through a trapdoor that leads to the roof itself and see a rock sitting on a big nest made of a variety of goods and wares, barking orders at the shures down below. He's organizing his army.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, we just gotta rush in and booty blast him, or like sneak up on him and try and sneak attack. You guys want buffs, I guess?
That would be useful.
Have that blind weapon scroll that we should probably use so we bypass resistance.
I guess I'm going to tell Fin Splitter to bless itself.
Bless.
Please.
Heck yeah. Allow me a good old bless.
If I can bless itself, then would I use the line weapon on Radiance?
Well, I
Bless
have
weapon.
Bless Weapon, which I can
Oh.
cast on myself.
In which case, we probably don't even need to use like, my weapon really
So-
matter.
So, bless weapon. Oh, the weapon also becomes good lined. Nice.
Yep.
That's a paladin thing, though. Neat.
Yep.
Well, you get to give Celsius those scrolls back, or keep them. You can always just lie.
In
Point
which
is,
case, I'll give Toulon Bull strength before we go in. So you can have that. +4 strength.
Hooray.
Get beefy.
all right.
Kick spot.
You decide to stomp on up the stairs, sing "Stay still" or something. I don't know what you say against the rock.
We don't really have much of an exit strategy, do we?
Nope.
Shock and awe.
You know, I can, but you guys are on your own.
Let me just put a rock on the table somewhere so we have a token for this. Put your tokens on the table so we got a placement for you. I don't have a map for this, so don't worry. We're doing this fast and loose.
Nope, that's
What the heck is that guy?
That's the wrong token. Whoop.
Where did you even get that from?
Pulled it from a wrong thing. Sorry.
All right, gang. You're standing on like a big, pretty big, like it's like 30 meters across or so, rooftop. And this shrill creature barks orders down below, and then suddenly hears you and goes, "Yeah!"
Yeah. Is that
And then waggles its finger at you. No, no, no. Bust a move, baby. Cariel, you're up.
How far away are we from it?
Well, he's like a move action away. Let's say that. He's within 30 feet.
Now thinking. I'm going to say I'm going to Stoic Curse on your spell.
Bestow curse.
And if it's an evil outsider, then that's safe.
Oh heck. Oh heck. Curses. Okay, which one do you do?
The -4 to attack rolls save.
Oh boy. Let's see. Place a curse on the following subject. Does it get a saving throw? Will negates. Can you roll me a cast level check? If rocks are, they have spell resistance. You fail. The rock's unnatural hide can slink off spells with ease. To you,
Everything
magic
has
is
spell
strange and curious, but to it is like oil. It needs to catch hold too long. The creature lets out a cackling chuckle at your feeble magics.
Does it have
Oh.
face smashing?
Probably not. Okay, so what do I get for each charge? I get a +2 or
Yes.
what? Okay, cool. So that'll even out with the power attack penalty.
Nice.
So I charge in and do just one attack, so it's not a crit, it's 29 damage.
Despite the rock's thick hide, Fiend Splitter cleaves through with ease, cleanly leaving a big gash across a leg and a part of his torso. It oozes a sticky yellow ichor. Ichor. I think it's actually ichor, which sounds so weird.
Okay. How far away am I from it?
Like I said, within 30 feet.
Within
Point
okay.
blank applies.
Yep. Adding those in. Okay. I'm blessed weapon. Readied. Quickly. Where's my smite? Swift action smite. Evil on the rock.
Aha! Evil is being smited. Pew, pew.
Yep.
Oh right, this is a evil outsider, so I get a +4 favored enemy bonus damage.
Nice. Nice.
So there's like 4 more damage.
Alright. Show me the smiting.
Yep. As soon as I put those. No. That's my level now. Level 7. Adds a paladin level to all damage rolls made against the target smite. Evil outside of evil. Bonus damage of the first successful attack. Okay. So the first successful attack deals extra 7 damage.
Delicious.
Then I start blasting.
Isn't that 2 per level though, since it's evil?
Hmm?
Anyway, the rock. Is this with all your stuff calculated in?
Yes.
Nice. In that case, the first one hits. Bam. The second one hits. Bam. The third one hits. Bam. 3 glowing, glimmering arrows. Oh wait, I forgot his AC is 20 actually because he's flat-footed. So another one hits.
Bam.
All 4 arrows strike true.
Machine gun.
Yep. And the first is the 26 damage.
Nice. Do I have sharpness anywhere? I thought I did. I guess I don't. Shame on me for not having these boys prepared, but I wasn't expecting to need them. Point is, it's going to let out a stunning screech. Everyone in the area, roll me a DC 21 fort save, or become stunned for 1 round. You better not fail this, dwarf.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh,
Good.
just sliding in.
Because if you had failed it, it would have ignored you and just start tearing into, like, Cario or fire. Ah. Eh.
Does this count as incapacitating me mentally?
I don't know. I know in 5e that's how stunned works. Is it?
Hmm.
Actually, I never had to use stunned in that context. No, go away. I'm being assaulted by things. Yes, in 5e does incapacitate you. Okay, stunned. Show me the goods. No. You drop everything you hold. You can't take actions. You take a -2 to AC, lose dex to AC. Attackers gain a +4 in attack rolls from combat maneuvers against you. Because you're not able to hold your ground. Alrighty, tidy then. What's the smart plan? Well, it's just gonna give you what it wants. Oh, it's going to also unleash a puff of spores,
Ew.
which settle on our good friend here. Since you're adjacent, you take 1d8 damage from vines trying to wither into you. And then the Vrock says that you're quite an arrogant little baby to come in this close where it can bite you. As it goes off the ground a little bit, like it takes a 5-foot step into the air, and then just starts letting all of its claws and talons do the talking.
Several hits.
Presumably. Toulon is laid into. And your friends are stunned for a full round. Cariel, your head is spinning from that screech, but you can hear things coming from down below. How fast are sure demons? They're 30 feet, so you have a bit of time. Toulon, you take your damage, I assume, depending on what your armor class looks like.
And the armor class is 22, so I take the one of the claws and
2 of the bites.
both talons. I'm assuming those are the ones on the feet. So that's 36 damage I'm taking, I think. Okay. Within reason. Now. I just added in the favorite enemy bonuses this time, so we don't need to account for them.
Sexy.
Oh, wow.
Well, you still hit it once. It's still standing, though. Fire! Your head's a spinning and a spooning.
Yup.
The Vrock takes another 5-foot step up into the air, effectively, putting it out of your dwarvish reach. It has 10 feet reach, though. It's fine. It says that he hopes you'll enjoy playing with his friends. Because he certainly will enjoy playing with yours.
So that's an order of 15 and 11 and 7, so that's 33, I think.
Oof. Cariel, you managed to come back to your senses, the ringing in your ears zooming out. Now all you hear is the stomping of demons down below, and of rock tearing Toulon to pieces.
Probably a good idea to heal Toulon.
Oh yeah, don't forget Toulon takes 1d4, 1d8. Ooh, wait, no.
Alright, there's also that damage.
Yeah. The vines keep just getting into you. Carrier, what do? Things are looking bad for Toulon.
I'm gonna heal Toulon. Didn't roll very well, but...
Should have just tried to finish it off with the fireballs.
Yeah, but it has high spell resistance.
Okay. Well,
15.
plus 15.
Toulon, you feel a little better, but those vines are still... Well, I think on average you'll survive the vines at this point.
think this is the part where I ask how throwing normal weapons works.
I think it's a -4 because you're using it in a method it's not intended to be.
Okay.
Fiend Splitter, however, finds this a brilliant plan. Don't forget, you can use your mythic your mythic search to compensate for that.
Yeah, I think I will. So here's the attack roll.
Whoa! Would you like to
So
use your mythic on that crit confirm?
No, because I have Blessed Weapon, means it's auto-confirmed.
Oh heck! Well, roll me the crit then.
Oh, you have blessed weapon?
Yeah, Fiend Splitter blesses itself.
Oh, nice.
Like 3 times a day is the thing.
Nice.
Jesus Christ! Where does
I'm
the
not sure
axle?
if I can... Actually, let me roll this damage because I'm not sure if I can even power attack with a range attack.
Yeah, that's power throw. It's something else. But either or, where does this axe end up?
Stuck in his chest, so that when I pull it out, I tear out the interior rib. Okay.
Yes, it's stuck in its chest and it falls to the ground.
Fuck.
Removing your axe causes you to crack apart half of its ribcage. Additionally, you now have a demon heart stuck to it. That's probably not good. Who knows? I don't know how demon hearts work for you. Point is, you're on a rooftop. You've killed the commander, but some of his lackeys are coming up to probably take revenge or replace him or something.
Well,
What's the escape plan, kids? You're out of initiative for now, unless you want to fight.
I'm
Could we
assuming the
signal?
towers...
I was going to say, could we signal the army to start their approach?
Oh. Well, your spear wall plan doesn't really work if you want them to approach.
Yeah.
Additionally, that doesn't stop the shures that are already here from trying to kick your ass.
So, if the tower's annihilated, can we rappel down?
Ooh. Well,
I
yeah.
have the trope, as ever.
Sure. Alright. Alright.
Assuming I can't really carry you guys down.
Does anyone here have a particularly large negative to climb checks? If it's anything negative, you're gonna have to roll climb to see if you can safely rappel down.
Mine's exactly 0.
Well, good news. You look like a coward, but you're able to do it.
Mine would be -3, but I can just kind of work my way down.
Nice. In that case, you all make it down, causing confusion at the top.
Yeah. Now is not the day to die at the hands of a horde of angry demons.
Angry Demons is my favorite board game.
That's not how throwing axes works, Dizzy. That's not how throwing axes work, Dizzy.
That's exactly how it works.
All right.
Dunk.
What do you think is an appropriate check for getting the heck out of here while the army is becoming disorganized and angry? Perhaps strength, dexterity. Perhaps stealth to avoid detection.
Stealth, dex.
You have a little head start, but there's only so much you can do before the rest of all of them start hearing about this and get angry and march out.
I could try parkouring my way to our army.
If you want to. Sick backflips off building.
Yeah. And the spiral plan will actually work out pretty well if we are being chased.
Yep.
Cool. Well, if you're
Meeting
going to
sprint
parkour your way back, that's acrobatics.
Yeah, well, let's see how badly this fails.
Also, you don't have to go back. You can also just find a hiding spot. You just need to be somewhere else that isn't here. Or somewhere where they won't look for you.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, I'll do that. Wonder if I can share the results.
you can share the results, yes.
Okay, cool.
Critical. And this is urban environment, I think.
Within a few moments, the battle breaks out. It happens quite quickly. You hear them scream and scream, and lots of disorganization turns into a mob, turns into a rabble, turns into an army. And eventually your army has to contend with Shurs angry, confused, discombobulated, trying to slam into them. Take out your army sheet, please. A Shur army has decided to attack. What are your tactics going to be for this fight? The enemy is disorganized, which essentially means that they take a -2 to their defensive value for the fight, no matter what they do.
Well, do we want to go with the flanking tactic or just normal? Like, in this case, we could kind of provide flanking because we are behind the enemy lines.
I imagine that expert flankers, if those instructions were left, is that they slam into the spear wall, and then the dudes sort of come from the sides.
Yeah,
the
like
spear.
people behind the wall kind of surround.
Pincer. Yeah. Pincer maneuver.
Okay. Well, if that's how you want to do this.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Alright. First, the ranged attack phase. As the Shurs come charging in. The Shurs do not have ranged weapons. So they will just have to march straight through this firm barrage of arrows.
1d20 plus 8.
Sexy.
Yeah. I'm going to spend a Mythic Surge on this if I can.
Go ahead.
So here's a d6.
Hey,
That helps a lot because you would have done 2 damage. It now becomes 8.
big damage.
Indeed, very big damage. The Shur army is obliterated by a hail of arrows, striking down the alleyways and roads that lead to the defensive position. They set up around the bridge, and they are making good use of their position. The enemy army is knocked down to 14 health, so to speak. They are still, however, able and organized, and will enter a melee phase. What strategy do you wish to employ?
Oh. Since should we just go full out? Since they're disorganized, they are grievously injured. We'll just
Yeah,
go
okay.
full on reckless and mop them up.
Your enemy does not have a commander and is unable to pick its strategy. It will stick to the standard.
Might as well.
Okay. What is your army's DV? Let me look that up. 16. You take 1 damage. Although
thought
more,
DV was
since you're
right.
also being aggressive.
Oh yeah, doing expert.
Okay, so so you're doing expert flankers. What kind of strategy are you employing again?
Aggressive.
Oh, excuse me. I can't. Okay, aggressive. So it's -2, -2. So that 1 becomes 5. You take 5 damage. Your strategy,
I mean,
though keen and effective, will open you up to... Yes?
We have
Isn't the
19.
big-
Oh, excuse me. I'm looking at the wrong sheet then. 19. All right.
So we take 2.
Yes, you take 2. Your strategy is quite effective in that case. Then you can roll me your damage, which is OM plus 2, so that's plus 10. You get an extra 3 damage. If you do any at all. You may rout the enemy as a result of this.
Dang it.
So that'll do nothing, but any mythic surge will cause it to do damage.
Yep, I search.
From afar, you encourage your enemies by heroically stepping out to draw some fire. The enemies, momentarily distracted, fall onto the spears. Roll me your mythic surge die.
Oh, right. Uh, 2.
So that is 5 damage. The enemy is reduced to 9 and must make a morale check to avoid disbanding as a result of this spooky event. They fail completely and utterly. You get one more attack as the enemy is routed and has to pull through the spear wall in the opposite direction, leaving their backs open and exposed.
Wow, did we surround them entirely?
No, they kind of went into the spear wall, then you flank them. They are now sort of climbing over the spear wall that you put down. Most of which are broken, but their allies are on top of it. So you can roll me one more attack, as routed enemies tend to proc.
Okay, I'll roll the d20 then.
D20 plus 10.
Yeah.
Oh no, plus 12. Excuse me.
It's 12 even, okay.
Yeah, you're being aggressive. No. Oh, actually, Dizzy didn't roll properly. That's actually plus 14, plus 12. So yes, they are at 70 hit points. The enemy disbands, routed. Fear and panic and disorganization crowds them.
Well, I would continue shooting at the retreating figures then.
Over the course of the rest of the day, you can spend time cleaning up the remaining shures, but at this point, one thing is apparent. The death of their commander left them open and exposed, and gave you the advantage you needed to fight effectively.
Where did you...
You took minimal damage, your keen tactics providing both defensive and offensive properties, and the army heralds you as great and keen. Socio, of course, being the businessman he is, immediately informs you that they'll take a look around and see what's there to find. First off, they find that a large portion of the warehouses are filled with prisoners who are apparently capable fighters.
Oh.
Theoretically, you could give yourself another army out of these people, or you could simply leave them be.
Well, surely we are not leaving them in prison.
Well, I
No.
assume we'd release them and they
Either
would go
way,
about
yes.
their lives.
Well.
If they
Could
want to
be.
help.
Yes. Some kind of auxiliary to our army.
Having a second army is kind of... would be really, really useful.
Especially
So
if they're locals.
So I'd say, like, any able-bodied people that want to lend a hand should be allowed to. You're not going to
Excellent.
force them or anything.
You receive this army. Oh wait, excuse me, they're ACRs 3. Additionally, they always have battlefield advantage, which increases their OM and DV by 2, since, you know, they know this area very well. They're locals. There is some communication, some handshaking. Everyone happy. You find that the warehouses have some supplies that can be used to refuel your army a bit, have a little feast. Social, of course, being a stick in the mud, reminds you that you still need to take the bridge, clear the watchtowers, and then attack the citadel. But before that gets all to your head, allow me to tell you that you've earned some siege points.
Hooray!
As a result of taking back Paradise Hill and taking care of one of the stronger armies, you've earned 3 more siege points, putting it to 21. Good news! As a result of your merciless attack on the enemy, you have successfully gained enough to gain confidence. You have a +4 to morale checks. Enemies take a -2 to morale checks. And you gain 1,600 experience points, on top of what does your army give you. Oh yeah, and the Vrock. You also battled the Vrock. Get points for that. I'm going to start adding some points. Da-da-da-da. 1,600. The Sure Army is worth 1,200. A Vrock is worth... How much is Vrock worth? A lot more. Okay. experience tallied. Oh, wrong button. All right, kids and cadets. You now have 2 armies, and you have a bridge to clear and some watchtowers to clear, which your army cannot help you with. If the army were to attack the bridge, as some information has revealed, they will probably try to collapse it, which would be the worst. The watchtowers can be taken by an army because they're watchtowers. And they are well fortified and locked up. Or at least that's what he's heard from his scouts reports.
Looks like we got some infiltrating to do.
Heck yeah. Now, the idea is more that a powerful and precise attack team can probably take the bridge back before they can collapse it, whereas an army would be more wibbly wobbly wobbly.
Yeah.
So, would you like to try and take the bridge?
I would like to first ask the paladins to slap some positive energy into me so that it replaces all the blood I lost when the Vrog was playing tic-tac-toe.
All right, you can roll me 10d6 as you stand near some paladins who are channeling positive energy.
Yeah, that will do.
They will also use a little. They will also take some themselves, recovering some of their health.
Oh yeah, I should probably take the rest of the damage from the vines.
Wait, excuse me, it's their ACR. I assume that Carrie would have cast Bless at you at some point, since that's the known way of getting rid of them. Cario, do you have Bless?
Yeah.
Good.
That off.
Do you want to write off a first level slot to help your baby with their? Okay, cool. Excellent. You are now faced with the bridge.
Yeah.
You've managed to impress Nora so far. So that's nice. Would you like to take anyone to the bridge with you?
So...
And your large complement of dudes. Actually, let me just drag this one over here. Nice. I forgot. Wenawang is still with you. They're hanging out, providing assistance. You have in your party of dudes Anivia, but she's a scout. She doesn't partake in this. Aaron is gone. Varshnil, he's good. He's kind of terrified at the prospect of a bridge collapsing on top of him. Irabeth is managing the army. Nura is still like, you kill that mythic beast and I'll be play fair. So you only have Socio, Abraxas, Varaxis, and Wenawang who actually want to come along. If you want anyone to come along. You can also go by yourself and claim all the experience for yourself.
Oh, we could do that. Yes.
How effective is Varaxis as a striker?
As a striker, I mean, he has a +10 to hit, does 2d6 plus 6 damage. He's a big boy, and big boys with melee weapons tend to hit like a truck. His real benefit is that he makes everyone near him have more armor class. He's a friendly support guy who can also probably pick you up and throw you like a stone. Pedal and Sealy Tool. Oh, that's so many. Oh, the poor kid, he's getting pet. Why does that feel? Dizzy, why does that look like one of those like orgy scenes for TV series? Like it's all sensual. Because they're showing so much skin for a padding.
Some kind of euphemistic form somehow.
Wait a moment. Why the heck does Varaxis have scale mail and full plate? That doesn't make any sense.
He likes to have multiple outfits.
This isn't Ironclaw where you can layer plate on plate. So what is your armor? I'm wearing plate on plate on plate.
I'm a whole kitchen cabinet over here.
Cling clang cling clang.
Just a sphere of metal.
I have a -20 to stealth, but I'm good.
People in the next country can hear me move.
But my armor class, it's still +9 because armor doesn't stack with itself. Although I imagine
The
if you're
hell is that?
actually, I imagine if you're actually wearing all that, I would give you the 37 AC because you're being such a gutsy boy. Also, you're wearing like 150 pounds of armor.
What the hell is that sound? Oh my god!
Your arms are permanently sticking out because it's so much armor.
So there's people wearing like hundreds of t-shirts.
My armor takes an hour to get on.
Yeah. Also, I ask Social what would he like to do with the rock heart.
He wants to know why you're showing him such a fiendish relic. I mean, he doesn't know what to do with it. He finds it rather distasteful that you would show him this.
Could we bless it as an insult?
I mean, I've heard of ways you can turn demonic body parts against them, but I wouldn't know what you could do with a rock heart, though. It's a little outside of my field of expertise, since, you know... And he just kind of gives you a flat stare.
Oh well, guess you don't want to like.
One of you can try to make a check if you want. See if you might know.
Huh? What would the check be?
Religion,
Guessing?
planes. Oh,
Oh,
Don't.
both Fire and Gabriel raise their fingers up.
actually, only Carrie
Actually,
really
you'll
knows.
find-
Only
Why it says some nonsense. Correct.
Carrie only
Well,
know when they say put your heart into it. They're kind of serious. They put their hearts into their stunning screeches. As a result, you can squeeze and destroy this heart and effectively unleash a stunning screech. Vrocks are still immune to this, though. If you want to
They'd
make it
probably be-
into something, that's something else.
They'd probably be kind of weirded out about it. I mean,
Heck
you
yeah.
just did like grab one of their hearts and just squeeze it to pieces.
Which is exactly why Socio doesn't know that you can do that. He's a good boy.
Yeah, so that's similar to my original plan of just kinda demonstrably stomped into the ground to show our dominance.
I'm sure that'll come in handy at some point.
Just stick a fuse in it and throw.
The old heart grenade.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Alright then. It's time for the Arhari Bridge.
Bridge time, bridge time.
Let's see. Okay, okay. Nice. So, your information is that the bridge has several large bowls, aurochs, chained up against the structural supports that are holding up the watchtowers. Were these supports to collapse, it's entirely possible that the bridge will eventually collapse. Which is to say, it's a 25% chance, cumulative, for every single pillar that's destroyed, and it's rolled every time a pillar is destroyed. And once that happens, bad, really, really bad. Like, you'll lose a lot of your advantage if that happens. So, I'm going to put you on the appropriate map.
Whoosh. Whoosh.
The bridge probably has a couple more things going on than just some orcs.
Man-eating orc.
Yes.
So, right.
Ooh. I can involve a babao in this.
No, it's the Besaid Aurochs. Here to do their best.
Mm-hmm.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
We'll blundering about,
The Oryx is kind of sitting around, having a blast.
eating mans.
Oh no, the Oryx are actually down below in the chasm. Excuse me. Their
Chasm
chains are
lords.
like about 10 feet long. So,
Okay, so the Aurochs are chained to the pillars.
yes, they are chained to the support pillars that hold the bridge up. If they pull, it's entirely possible the bridge will collapse over time.
Right.
To put it into more mechanical terms, the Aurochs will make strength checks, and if they succeed, they pull the pillar down. There's 25 cumulative % chance. So once the final pillar goes, the bridge will collapse, and it will hurt everyone on top of it.
Great.
Indeed. Great!
Okay. As soon as... Okay, well, we can go underneath the bridge.
I mean, if we go underneath the bridge, basically all of the Aurochs will see us and probably charge for us. And that would basically be an instant game over, destroying the bridge immediately.
It's not a game over, but it will cost you dearly.
Yes. So, are the chains just gonna wrap around the support pillars, or do they go somewhere like in the top?
Wrap around the pillars. The chains wrap around the pillars themselves, like in a big circle, and a hook goes into one of the links. So these are like things they put them there themselves.
Don't suppose that fancy bow of yours can smash chains.
Well, one of the arrows may.
We can also just kill the Aurochs.
Well, naturally.
Yeah, but
But-
that still raises the problem. If we attack it, it doesn't
Like-
kill it, it'll go combat mode. Probably damage.
Like, for context, a Maiden Orc is a chaotic evil beast, so killing it is
Yeah, so-
allowed.
Yeah, but it's a matter of speed. Okay, so the chains.
Yes.
Do they... What kind of material do they look?
It's a grayish metal, so probably steel, iron.
Yeah,
So what are our possibilities here? Break the chains, they sneak down there and unhook them.
Well, you could try to unhook it, but considering that the chains are rather taut, that would take some effort.
And I guess the bull's strength ran out by now.
Could always recast.
Cariel, do you know any binding or binding spells, or maybe grease?
Other than forbid action, I could get it to stop moving if that succeeds. It's a low-level spell, so I doubt the DC very high.
Grease will be quite useful here.
Why the hell does this spellcaster cast Rage and start attacking people in melee? What the fuck is with this module? There are so many times where I'm like, this guy is not using his strengths properly. He is leveraging... He's being a player. He's being a player that's like, I got this stupid build in mind, and everyone's like, fine. But don't complain if you get hurt with 10 as an AC.
Rip.
Point is, you have a little bit of time to think about it. Are you still taking Big Stone Boy with you?
Mm,
Socio would
Also
gladly
the
see a
plan.
little action himself.
big stone
Who-
boy be able to lift a cow?
Let's see. He is large. He has quite a bit of strength. He can drag or push around 2,000 pounds. So I need to know how heavy an Auroch is. Um,
How much does a cow weigh?
well, it is large.
People send him to wrestle with a cow.
Wrestle.
The
Oh, fun fact.
Giardia is the tallest, heaviest breed of cattle. It's not unusual for bulls to exceed 1,600 kilos or 3,500 pound weight.
What did you say? I was looking at this thing. How heavy?
That's this big breed of cow that's like 1.8 meters tall.
Mm-hmm.
Can be like over 1,600 kilos, 3,500 pounds.
Okay, so he might be able to, but he'll have to try.
I've still got, bull's strength that I could cast tougher.
Oh.
Wait, Firaxis also has studded leather. That doesn't make any sense. Why does he have all these things going on? Gosh darn, why are you like this? I don't know what his armor is.
So, how many layers of armor does he now have?
He has one.
3.
He had studded leather, plate, and scale mail. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure I just gave him one armor, and that was what he wore, but apparently just started slapping them onto him. Must have happened while I was dragging to some other sheet, and he was still open.
Okay.
Firaxis, I'm fashionable.
Oh,
Just
well,
because he's a big gargoyle doesn't mean he can't look his best.
well, actually, are there rules for piecemeal armor?
Yeah, but who wants to use these?
Oh, heck. Extended defense. Do you have anything that works with that? Oh, that's pretty good, though. Alright. Alright.
Okay. So, what's the plan? Do we just go after the evil cows, or what?
Well, if possible, I would rather start with trying to just unhook the, the entire problem is that the cows are attached to the pillars by chains.
Yes.
And if I heard it right, the chains are wrapped in a circle around each
Yes.
pillars, and then there's a hook connecting the.
The closest to the loop.
Well, I could certainly try and shoot at chains.
Using an arrow on chains is, you need, adamantine arrows.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's a big cow, Dizzy.
Yeah, shame I don't have an adamantine a slashed weapon. I just have the Morningstar. With a adamantine slashed weapon, I could just clip the chains easily.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, a bit too late to go back to the Quartermaster.
I mean, you could just have Varaxis try and handle the chains on his own. He is big and strong, so it's probably not as big of a hassle as it is for you.
Okay, then I guess I'll go down with him. He takes the west side, I take the east side.
Nice. What does everyone else do?
Should we act as support?
We could, ranged support.
Now, this bridge does have, arrow slits and all, so it's possible that someone is inside the bridge. They'll have an easy time just pew at you.
And we may want to, assault the bridge, I guess.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, If you two are on cow duty, then we'll deal with the defenders on the bridge.
I'm going to put some tokens down that are important. Letter C. Letter C. Letter C, because there are some chains here, and they have 20 feet of movement. These are for my references. And I'll show them to you as well. I always like it when you overlap 4 circles. Anyway, Braxis is ready to rock and roll, baby.
All right. Let's do this thing, y'all.
Indeed. Let us do this, y'all. Oh, cool. Aurochs do not
pumped.
represent Aurochs.
Now we roll an initiative. I was hoping we wouldn't get into initiative just yet.
Why not? What do you want to do before initiative starts?
We'll try to sneak in and...
I mean, initiative is going to happen either way. So, unless, yes, you do in fact manage to make it in sneakily enough. The problem is, Veraxis isn't very sneaky. So, he can't help you with that.
Okay, well... Okay.
So
Actually, stealth is
Can we
5. It's because I forgot to enter the -4 for being big.
Can the Aurochs like see under the bridge? Like, could they see the other side?
Yes. This bridge was built over a river, so that it's not a solid bridge.
Yeah.
Just that the
thought
river's a
maybe
bit
there were,
dry
like,
today.
thick pillars. And... Yeah, they couldn't see. Yeah.
Thick pillars covered in dried moss.
they might, block line of sight somewhat.
There is a pillar that I'll say is the size of these chunky guard towers.
Mm. So if Toulon wants to start with sneaking,
Let's see. Theoraxis is... Let's see how fast he is. He has a decent enough flight speed that he could probably charge in and take care of one of the chains if things go wrong. So, you can begin your sneaking.
big stony thumbs
Ooh,
up.
big stealth.
You slink up against the wall with uncanny maneuverability, remaining undetected by the foes up above.
Yeah.
The Auroch, which is sort of scouring around and eating whatever is around, ignores you, or at least hasn't noticed you. You are next to a large metal chain.
Okay.
The chain is affixed to the section that connects to the Auroch, and judging by some of the wear and tear it's done, it's moved around a bit. Like, this chain has been here a while and it's been used a while. So, it's sleight of hand if you want to do this, like, without making a noise or disturbing the Auroch. It's strength if you just want to zoop. Because the chain is somewhat is a bit heavy, it's not easy to just disconnect a chain.
Yeah. We'll call him both. Let's just try to roll, I guess. I mean, pure strength checks are kinda... Maybe I should start on the far side, so I'm going to use up my good stealth check to get all the way over there.
As you get under, you hear someone cackling. Someone who sounds like he's a hunchback.
That can be called by the voice, apparently. Okay.
Yes. You can tell because hunchback people have a sound in their voice. You just gotta listen real carefully.
Yeah.
Alright. It's time to handle this chain.
Yeah, so sleight of hand, you said.
Let me actually check. Do Aurochs have smelling powers? Yes. So they are somewhat aware of your presence, but they don't seem to care too much at the moment.
Yeah.
They've not been given a reason to care.
Yeah.
Also need the dread sheet for this. I need the bow sheet for this. There's a lot of people here. All right. So, like I said, strength or sleight of hand. If your strength is high enough, you might be able to do it quietly. Or at least make another stealth check.
Oh well.
Alright. Give me another stealth check. You slink behind the pillar as the Aurog looks around, confused that its chain is suddenly a lot more slack, and the dull thud of a bunch of metal hitting the ground. Then it just starts wandering off. Grazing. You have dismantled one of 4 chains.
Hooray.
Ding ding.
Well, off to this one, I guess.
Dun, 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 dun.
Same procedure, I guess.
Yes. Hold on.
Same procedures, same rolls.
Go ahead, give me that stealth as you try to avoid Sniffy Boy sniffing you.
So close.
Let's see. What does the Aurog's perception look like? I click perception. Why aren't you rolling? There we go. It doesn't notice you. Don't worry about it. It too is just like, okay.
Alright. Guess I'm free now.
It's bored of this place.
Yeah.
It's been here for months.
Well, I guess I'll go under the bridge this one, and also I'd like to somehow signal Veraxis to just...
Firaxis! Wow.
Yeah.
And then, as the two of you essentially get your surprise round do a thing, which mostly involves removing the chains. He rolled a... I don't know, like, that he's, whisper... Don't whisper roll. Never whisper roll, thank you. He rolled a 17, just like you. Can you roll me another 17 on strength to complete this quad thing?
If you roll short, I hope I can surge this. Yeah, I'm going to surge this. Hopefully I get 2 on the surge. Well, it isn't a 2. Oh well.
Well, that's disappointing.
Firaxis decides to employ his natural gargoyletude and pretends to be a statue. The Aurok doesn't care. He has like a plus 20 to stealth on this. As a result of pretending to be a statue. The Aurok thinks that the statue just fell out of the sky. It is a dumb animal after all.
Oh well.
Oh no, the perception check is this one is for the one next to you. Okay.
Ooh.
There's this tense moment where you're not sure and it's not sure, but then this guy walks away and it's like, oh, we're sure. Waddle waddle.
Much.
Well, that went better than I expected.
It is the point that you guys see someone lean out the window and go, what's going on? They're walking away! What are you idiots doing in there? They're walking away! And at this point, you start to hear like rabble, rabble, rabble noises from inside.
Okay.
The Aurochs
Well.
follow the commands they were originally given, which is to pull their chains, which they don't have, so they just kind of run off.
Moo.
Like they straight up run out of the encounter at full speed as they were instructed.
Great plan.
Their instruction was to run as fast as possible away from the pillar, and they are doing that.
Yeah, they don't understand chains.
They have 4 intelligence.
Hey, that's a lot. That's...
They are
above
magical
animal.
beasts, so yes,
It's
they
more
get
than I do in real life.
Point is, there's a whole bunch of like rabble, rabble, rabble happening inside.
I would say your intelligence in real life is like 11.
Skip, 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 skip. All right, kids.
Probably have time to, regroup before we charge through the bridge itself.
Yeah, you're gonna have to take the bridge as well. I'm gonna roll initiative for a whole bunch of beans who are inside.
Wow, look at all those beans.
All right, there's rabble on high alert inside. You and Veraxis managed to regroup.
Oh, I'm regrouping. Okay.
I assume so, unless you want to stick under that bridge.
I mean, say probably a better idea to regroup than to try to approach from the other side.
Pinsammen.
Firaxis asks if you heard that guy screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had someone being cranky.
Would have
Yes.
been nice if you shot him out of the wind, like out of wherever he was,
Well, I
he was
was
screaming.
I think it's like
Currently-
arrow slits. So,
No, he distinctly poked his head out of a proper window.
oh.
Well, I was looking in this direction.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we were
well.
kind of
And
looking
he also
around
was
the
like
main
a distance
corridor.
away in in like mostly like a lot of cover, so kind of a hard hit. Would have been amazing though. Would have been one of those hits you talk about for a while, like a shot at guy right in the face. He's just leading out. That ought to teach
Plan
you about
seems to
OSHA
be-
compliance.
Plan seems to be head straight down the middle. But, like, would
Okay.
this place be trapped? Because I feel like this is the kind of place that would, you know,
So
cover the bridge in traps.
I need to look through this because I don't see like a number that indicates that there's a DC for unlocking them, which seems kind of weird that this, bridge guard house wouldn't have locks. So I'm just gonna say it has a lock on them. They're all locked. So you can't just go in through there unless you want to break the door open or pick the lock or something. They are on high alert though, so
Can't really
Hell
get
yeah.
much higher alert.
Use your boot-shaped skeleton key.
Well, Morningstar shaped skeleton key.
Wow.
Wow. Missed that door.
dude, I didn't even know you could roll a 5. Oh, it's because you might, yeah. The door does not listen to your arguments.
Well, it's
What's
a door.
the DOP
so-
door?
Stop the door.
The door still has an armor class, unfortunately. At this point, Fire, you start to hear people inside move and take action. Initiative has officially started. They are realizing that they can't collapse the bridge. They're just gonna charge you.
Yep. I'm going
That's
to
fine.
take a firing position and ready in action to shoot at the first person to poke his head out.
I like it. I like it a lot because it's a solid plan.
Enter Overwatch.
There's a lot of weenies here, and those weenies are not going to leave their safe position unless they have a good reason.
It's a weenie fest in there.
Yes. Why do the? It's because they're all their hit points are tied to their fucking sheets. Because that just has to happen every other session.
Well, that's
The
less
rules.
often than every session as it used to.
Yep. Okay, now the Dirges have hit points. Well, I think the smart plan for them would be to regroup their initiative and sort of pile up at the end. So that's what they're gonna do. How fast can Dirges go? They can run like down the hallway. This guy will run down the hallway. Another guy will run down the hall. Why am I moving up? Stop that. Scrolling down distinctly. So dudes are bunching up inside. And they're going to take a delay action to reduce their initiative to 7 so they can attack with their friend. You know what? I think it's logical for the tieflings to try and do the same. So they would all lower their initiative to 5. So they can be a firing line, proper and steeled. And then sort. Alright, they should all be in a nice... Oh, wow. All enemies basically go at once, except for one guy who doesn't like it. Oh, wait, he's going to 7. Alright, Cario, it's your turn. There's a whole bunch of movement happening inside. Everyone is sort of shivering and shaking around. But you don't see anyone.
Can I like also ready in action? I guess.
What do you want to ready?
Like, can you ready offensive spells
Yes.
or like, yeah. In that case, I'm just gonna charge up with fireball and hang on to blast whatever comes out.
You're going to blast whatever comes out. I like that trigger. I like it a lot. Are those actually arrow slits or not? Is an important a bit of question. I imagine they wouldn't be. Oh no, no! Wait, I'm an idiot. These are raised segments. They aren't arrow slits. They're just kind of windows. Okay. Point is, someone sticks his head out. That triggers both of you to shoot.
Yep.
He's like, "What's that? What's going on out there?" A fireball, an arrow, and an arrow walk into a man.
Oh, I rolled a 1.
I'm being fireballed.
Oh.
Ah! His name
That's
is Barid.
That's an explosion.
It is. That's a big bang. I need to roll for some people. They have fire resistance, but they're not that fire resistant. 1, 2, 3, 4. DC 18. One of the tieflings isn't scorched.
Well, if they...
Oh, no, wait.
Well,
Even if they make it, they're done. Barrett Eason.
It's clear, guys.
Does he not have spell resistance? Then why? Oh, it's because it always just does 0 for that. He will make his saving throw. He makes 10. He still just takes 23 as a result of this. Although, we'll just take it like that. He's on fire. Ah! Well then. How do you like a taste of your own medicine? And he shoots one back at you.
Reflex. Yeah.
This affects Abraxas as well. He's like, ow! Abraxas, excuse me. They have similar names, but they are not the same person. Yeah, I don't think his special ability either helps you. A lot of people are set on fire.
Got 10 fire resistance, so that helps.
He doesn't like this. He likes fighting people, not being set on fire. And he shakes his fist as he cowers back in.
Oh boy.
Viraxis steps inside. Ooh. And will basically takes up a defensive position. He'll try to help out where he can. And recommends that Toulon break that door open.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Austin makes Toulon feel good.
Conk it. Play that clonk sound effect. The door shatters under your mighty... thing. Whatever it is.
Clonk.
Morning Star. That's the word I'm looking for. You see a staircase going up? It goes up a steep 10 feet.
Wanna run up there?
No, they took their whole 4-round action.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How fast are dritches? Because they are slow. Yeah, they are slow. Well. Oh wow, Fire, you're in the middle of all this. I'll give them initiative 6 then. So that we have some clarity on who goes when, because they want it to be piled up. Alright. Fire! It's your turn.
Oh, is it?
Excuse me, I'm messing with initiative, and I did it wrong. It's your turn.
Ah.
Oh, I did that wrong. Excuse me, it's your turn. God, why does it keep setting the Dretch... Dretch initiative 6. Fire initiative 7.
My initiative was 30.
13.
30.
30. Oh, yeah. Why did you get... I guess... I don't know, but it seems to be confusing a lot of things around here. Just like me. In that case, it's remarkably quiet.
Too quiet.
What will these guys do? They'll go... You hear nervous people clenching their crossbows in the distance. Fire.
Okay, well, there's all sorts of activity going around. So let's... I'm gonna slap our gargoyle friend with some protection from evil.
Nice. He appreciates it.
Sure.
Evil prot.
Go with the Rastil's protection.
That'll help a lot, especially the saving throw bonus. In fact, he's gonna do something of his own when his turn comes around. Cariel.
I'm going to take cover back here and heal Toulon a little because they're looking less than half. 18.
Nice. For Axis, he would like to know if you would prefer that he tries to grab the man out of the window, or if he would take a defensive position. Because he can charge in there and try and grab him.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Yes.
With a
Look at
mighty
that plan.
flap of his wings. He goes over. And then you see him reach into the window with his big hands. Excuse me, I think he gets a plus for that, for being big. And that's not counted in. Because for some reason the sheet asks for size, but doesn't do anything with it. I hate it.
Oh, is it the NPC?
Let's see. Okay, it's just a +1. Nice. He goes to grab Mr. Barrett. Mr. Barrett's CMD is 19. So even with that +1, doesn't work. The guy's hiding, and he's like, "Nyah!" and is he's just having fun in there. This wacky man. He's going to cast a spell defensively, or attempt to at the very least. He's like, I can do this. No, he can't. Firaxis,
Too scared of the big man.
Firaxis still has a sword, and we'll give him a quick conk on the head with that. Gunk.
Donk.
My head! Ow! Oh, it doesn't have any damage resistance, so this guy just gets conked on the head for 10 by a big sword. Then he will cast Scorching Ray. Cool. I don't know what all that's about. How many rays does he shoot? He's level 8. 7. Okay. So he shoots 2. That's 1, and that's 2. His attack roll 1. One of the, because he just got conked on the head, he misses once. The other one I think hits because Phyrexis doesn't have the best touch AC. It's 14. Barrett hits him once for 21 fire damage. Wait, no, he has deflection bonus because of protection. So he just makes it.
Ooh.
Does he? No, I forgot his BA. Okay, no, it's a lot more than that. Excuse me. I forgot he has pretty good dex. He's a sorcerer. Of course he has dex. Phyrexis curses him.
Oh, no.
Toulon, you hear demons scurrying up above.
Yeah.
Your favorite enemy lets you know that that's the case.
Guess I'll draw Fiend Splitter and then just stand here and
Let him come.
actually no. I can move
Get ready
over.
to
You see a babao.
split some fiends.
You can split him if you wish.
I only get 1 attacks.
Yeah, but it's a
Make
good
it
one.
count.
Score.
Luckily, you're dwarf, so using a big two-handed weapon is a lot easier than it would be for most people.
I'm moderately certain that the
That's
axe is
battle axe.
one-handed.
Yeah, it's a battle axe. But you also have a great axe, and I get all mixed up. Okay, swing-a-ding-ding, baby. Ouch. I think a baby doesn't have the necessary defenses for that. He doesn't. He's hit. Slam him.
32.
Man, when Toulon does what Toulon does it good. There's a Dretch back here who's like, yeah, readying an action to fight you when you come in close.
Yeah.
Also, a door swings open.
Gasp.
Oh no.
Dretches come out.
Boys.
Nya, nya. They're cats.
The boys.
Ugh.
They come with their claws swinging out. Or would they use cause fear? Ah, no, they're just gonna go for the claws. Watch out, my boy. Their claws are coming in hot.
One of them hits for 4.
I mean, I guess technically we would have to roll for it if we're not you're flat-footed, but since they were because they're dretches, they're not very stealthy. I'm just gonna say that you knew they were coming. Don't worry about it. The Baba was using a big long spear. He should have been the one in the back, but he wasn't thinking about that because he didn't think they would fight on this door. Can you see through darkness? No. All right. Why are there 2 bites? I don't get that. I'll just use the other bite. The Baba will fight for its life and starts to ready up a means of escape. A whole bunch of tieflings start leaning out the window. You see like 4 of them all the way down. And they all just start, oh cool, I still have crossbow barrage ready. They aren't very good at hitting a flying target though. The movement up and down as a result of his wings is throwing their aim off. Fire! There are 2 dretches saying hello.
Okay, yep. 5 foot step.
Please one-shot both of them. That'd be just great.
They are 2-shot.
First. Okay. First, I'm gonna swift action Marshal's Order, Decisive Strike on Toulon.
Toulon, kick him!
Single melee or range attack. As your tier is the bonus.
Yep, so +1. And damage, yeah, 5 by all damage reduction.
Although I don't think that was ever a problem.
That dretch is having a really bad day. I mean, sorry, the Babu. Fire.
Babu.
That's a swift action. You still have your action.
Yep.
Your full action, in fact.
Yep. Want to do that first. So adding my point blank radius thing. At the topmost first. See how this goes.
Let's see. What does dretch hit points look like? 14 AC. You think.
Double kill.
Oh yeah, because of my fire blooding, I heal 2 points.
The dretches are completely unprepared for a man using a bow as fine as you. Cariel, you are impressed, just baffled by how fire just shot 4 arrows and took down 2 foes that long ago were quite threatening.
2 guys. Well, I'm gonna jump over here and heal Varaxis from here.
Sure.
15.
He appreciates it. Thumb up.
Oh, I've been forgetting I have many shot. Oh well.
Which does?
The first attack roll shoots 2 arrows, so there's an extra like 1d8 plus whatever damage.
Yep.
With his long arms, he reaches inside. Barrett will try to resist this. But he is pulled outside. He just manages to hold on to his hand as he attempts to throw him to the ground. He's like, no! I'm baby. You can't stop me.
Evil baby.
Being an evil baby who is incredibly scared. I mean, what would be what does Acid Arrow do specifically? No splash damage. Oh yeah, it's actually kind of sad. He will attempt to cast defensively. A Scorching Ray. Pew pew. Misses once, hits once. He's up close. It's nice and easy. I should probably give him an attack modifier for recency's sake. I like how they rolled 14 twice. Why do you like that? Why are you like that? I don't know. I don't know. But he is screeching and telling everyone to fire at him! Get him! Ah! Toulon. Just one more little... Just gotta kick him in the shins and he'll go down. He's going to teleport out of here.
Hey, so if the first attack hits, I can take a step and hit the dredge with my second attack.
Yes. Luckily, dredges have 14 AC. Okay. Kunk. Smush. Kunk. Smush.
Another
Man,
double
dredges are
kill.
so full of oil.
Just big old bags of gravy.
Yum. The tieflings don't know what's going on down the hallway. One of them definitely sees Toulon. I'm going to reveal the rest of this hallway for you because you can peek down now. One of them sees Toulon and is like, we should probably run. And they're like, yeah, we should probably run. But first we're going to shoot this guy and at least follow our basic orders. Let's see. What is your IC, Viraxis? It's high. You are a heavy, tanky boy. You do take some ow-ow, though. And then these tieflings up here are like, let's scooch.
Let's skedaddle. Let's go fucking daddle.
Fire. There's a dude hanging in the air.
It's the easiest shot of your life, Fire.
Yep.
Like he's like holding on to Viraxis' arm.
Yeah, well, that's out of my things. Taking those out. Yep, I'm just gonna shoot at that target, basically.
Pew 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 pew.
Jesus.
So many rolls.
Do you have precise shot?
Yes. Oh. Man. The damage 2 shouldn't be on the second attack. We can't do that like that.
What does the damage 2 do?
That's the mini shot, but it isn't. It's only on the first attack.
Okie dokie. Well, you hit him twice. For a bunch of wow-wows. So it's 25. Gosh, what is many shot anyway?
Mini shot. Is this?
Oh, that's hilarious. Carry on.
You. First attack fires 2 arrows.
The angry man looks like he's going to shoot a fireball at you guys again.
So, what is he? Is he just a tiefling?
Let me look up what Barrett specifically is. He's actually a demon-blooded tiefling sorcerer. So he's like a demon person.
So does he count as an evil outsider then?
Yes, because he's a tiefling, and those are outsiders.
Well, I'm gonna yeet.
Fucking yeet him. Alright, a ranged touch attack, which, roll me the ranged touch attack. That's dexterity plus BAB.
Okay.
Against his touch. He's in a bad spot, so his touch isn't fantastic. Actually, his touch is terrible to begin with. Good news. Oh, will save reduces it to half. Well, in that case, don't mind if I give it a go.
It'll be I was gonna say DC 18 because of favorite enemy spellcast.
He still has a little bit of gumption left in him. And he's not blinded. And he's like, I'm going to hit you good. I'm going to give you a fireball to last you a century.
Well, guess whose turn's next?
Firaxis would just like to let him go. He's just swinging his arm wildly like the Hulk, and he just isn't actually
drop
slamming
him from
anything.
the sky.
It's like, get off! This is just looking kind of sad, really. Oh no!
Oh no!
The guy has 8 hit points.
Splat.
He has no damage reduction. Okay, so I thought he would like get off with a hit point and then just fireball me. Nope, Virax is swinging him over his head trying to get him off, and falling 20 feet down as a result of its extra speed he's given. He just and is out unconscious. The other tieflings are going to flee. Toulon, do you wish to pursue? They are cowards. They've dropped their weapons. They're running in panic.
I'm not much of a pursuer.
How does everyone else feel about pursuing? Because, again, they are running off, not towards the citadel. They're just running off in a direction they can see.
Well, we don't really need to. We're gonna come through here with an army at some point.
Excellent.
So
Combat is
What's
over.
two more
Marcus.
tieflings?
And I get to tally up a big smattering of experience for y'all.
Because we didn't break a single pillar.
Yeah, you didn't. The bridge is perfectly fine. You got firebolt once. So, somehow you did that way better than I was ever expecting you to.
I mean, they got fireball once too, so we're fair.
Let's see. I'm going to give you experience for each of the tieflings. So that's 2 is 4. Okay, 1,600. I don't know why those guys still show up nowadays. That's 32. Okay. Any bonus experience points for actually saving the bridge? No. The judges and all were summoned, so they don't get any experience associated with them. Dresden Cemetery. No, that's another one. Let's see. The bridge! You've taken the bridge. You earn 3 siege points for doing so.
3.
Yes. There's one more thing, however, that catches and grips your hearts. You hear in the distance 3 cries at once.
Wee.
You hear a dragon, a goat, and the roar of a kitty.
Wee. Meow.
Meow. Bah.
You have a little bit of time, but next time, you guys are gonna have to contend with that guy.
To
Coming
be
right at you.
continued.
Yes. Like your scouts come in and are like, I shouldn't have to tell you this. They brought along with them some paladins. You have like a moment to prepare. And we're gonna just take care of this ahead of time. The paladins that show up will provide you with a quick channel, little sploosh.
Peace.
And then they're like, listen, this bridge provides you with a decent defensive position. So, maybe use it?
It's a good
Anyway.
choke point, if nothing else.
Yes. How much room?
Everyone gets splooshed for a little bit of healing.
It's enough to max me out.
Yep. Well,
Nice.
just to mention it, I will take position in the middle building with the arrow slits.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Fire definitely can be up, raining hell down from above.
Next time, I'm just gonna put the token down. If this was a real game, I'd be like, "Ba, ba, ba," as I put Sultan Greba down. Here he is, the fine gentleman, the big boy himself,
A big boy.
the guy with damage resistance you can't overcome, several immunities and energy resistances that will make you cry, as well as an AC that would make you cry. Let's see. Are we going to get our first death? I think so. He's very tough, and he looks very mad when he lands. And then Socio is like, I can't run. I'm going to hide in one of the towers.
Just imagine this thing lands on the ground as a puff of smoke. It
There's a
roars,
puff of
and
smoke.
Then
Yeah.
Then there's the to be continued that pops up.
There's like a big puff of ice around him since he's ice associated by the dragon head. This creature is impressive. It is large is the size that the game categorizes this creature as, but his fiendish features, his unnaturally glowing and sparking fur, and the presence of eyes that glow and seem to pierce the veil of reality itself, large undersells the intimidation you feel rocking your heart. Especially when Varaxis, who normally is just like kind of just standing there, even when he's partaking in the wars, is like, ooh, feels a shiver going up his spine. Fire, do you have Aura of Courage yet?
No.
Then you too will feel the shiver up your spine. Your paladiness is taxed by witnessing this marvelous beast. Let's see. Actually, it doesn't have any proficiency in intimidation, which I find hilarious. Big scary beast, but it can't actually scare you.
Yeah. I swap out my aura courage for shared precision, so
Yeah. So next time, is anyone going to get hit by crushing jaws? I hope so.
Probably.
I'm just gonna show it to you, so that you can get a sense, because it like snaps its jaws at everyone. Snappy.
Chomp.
By the way, does anyone check the left side of the bridge in the meantime?
We might as well have a
I mean,
look.
you don't have to. It's something that can wait until after this, but
well,
Well, if this thing lands immediately, like not long after.
you have like a minute, like 10 rounds to do whatever you want.
well,
Yeah.
if I would at least see what's from I can see from here. Cannot nothing else.
Nothing too exciting in this one. I need to get rid of these tiefling tokens, though.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
It's my preparation. I'm just going to cast Iron Skin.
Hell yeah.
Some protections of evil, some, you know.
Does
some
Socio
buffs
have
go
anything
around.
that he would cast on you before he dies into cover like a coward? Let's see. Oh yeah, he knows this thing is doesn't like cold. Protection from energy is something you could cast.
Yeah, I'm also going to cast Resist Energy Cold, I guess.
Yeah,
He'll cast
I
it
can-
on this guy. I'll make a little footnote. We'll make a little footnote on what happens next time. Next time, big scary boy, and perhaps the assault on the citadel itself will commence. There's not much else to do. I gotta go to the main map and actually tally some things. Then we're gonna get to experience, and then we can finally move on with our lives. Let's see. You earned 3 points. You are now at 24 siege points. Just a few more, and victory is assured, and you will earn the final batch of experience. Nura watches from afar as she sees this beast land, and just kind of, you can imagine someone like her has the two sides of you're going to die and maybe, just maybe.
Yeah, what if they can do this?
What if a spark of hope? Worry for Cario, the one person who listened.
My prep would probably be use Mythic Divine Favor on Toulon and also my Protection of Evil.
Just in case you forgot, by the way, Sultan Greba is a mythic creature and has all the benefits thereof. It also has 2 turns. So, but if you beat it, you get a mythic rank. It counts as a trial. Let's tally up experience points, kiddos and kiddoettes.
My prepare would be to keep myself a halo.
Yeah, well, yeah, I can do that.
Alright, time to do some very frustrating math. Because you actually got experience for it just being the 3 of you. That's nice. I gotta say, I rather like when the 3 of you are together. 3 is such a nice number for you guys. Even though you got the frontliner, you got the spellcaster, and you got the guy with the bow. Anyway, this divided by 3, and then, oh, that's a lovely number.
I mean, 3 is a fun number. Like, you expect 4. 4 is like the generic RPG party, but like 3 is like it feels closer. I don't know.
Okay, new experience total for that included. I'm rounding here. I'm rounding not in your favor, by the way.
Ready.
1600 plus 1200 plus 3200 plus 1600 plus 3200 divided by 4 plus 105800 is that number. Alright. No, wait, that's wrong. That's me being an idiot. That's not the number. No, dumb me. This is what goes on top of that. Bam. That's 16. Oh, okay. Now I take the old number, divide that by 4 to add that to your total, which is 36350, and we get almost 40,000 experience points. The tally is now up to date.
Nice.
Numbers. I'm looking forward to adapting all my games to use the Pathfinder 2 version of experience because it's a bit more streamlined. Your army watches from afar, as I have to go get my picture taken with my grandma.
Hooray, Grandma.